Hi, I'm Ahura, and again here with you to review what happened yesterday and the last days in the financial market and what is going on today and what we have to wait for. And if you are doing a day trade or long-term investment, what information you need to know. First of all, about the week ahead, we are starting a week at Monday. We are on a Monday, and the week going to start. I will have the weekly outlook video soon in a few hours, updated and online will be published on YouTube channel here. However, before that, let's see what is going on here. Since it was a holiday in the weekend, we don't have that much news from the yesterday, but we have some news from last week. Going forward, there are some words that stock inflations that you are hearing in the last day. Let's see why we do hear that. There are some very important information we need to know, very important data we need to know. Firstly, we know that inflation is increasing. Energy price also increasing, and it helps the inflation to increase more. At the same time, last week we had retail sales data. Retail sales data shows that request is the retail sales is good, it's going fine, and market demand is increasing. At the same time, we have a shortage in supply demand in the supply and demand chain. So we have a supply demand chain shortage. We have a labor shortage. You know that the labor market shortage is known for everyone already. We have more than 10 million open job, which just less than just we do that it's not filling. We have too many vacancies that we cannot find it, that employers they cannot find the employee. There are so many reasons for that. The people during the pandemic, they got their most of their so many people, especially middle and high level of income people, they had their income still with working from home or getting their salaries still, which they were so many of them still they were employed and still they were at home and everywhere it was closed, so they didn't have any place to spend their money. So many people in the from the mid and high level mid and high income levels, what they did, they invested in the stock markets, they invested in the cryptocurrencies, they invested in the different assets, and they got money from that. They have a very good income. They invest. They become just like if they bought the stocks in the $10, $20. Those stocks are mostly about 40, 30, 40, $50, or same thing. It was like 3, 4 times their money double. So they have enough money either to start their own business. So they are not looking for a job, or on the other hand, the people either they have enough money to retire themselves, so they are retiring, or they have some money to live their life and they are not looking for a job. They're doing some online job stuff, so they're not looking for a job. So employer they cannot find enough good employees. At the same time, during pandemic, we had so many people dead, and these dead people also are out of the this labor market. So we have a layout out of this labor market. So we have a shortage in the labor market. We don't have good enough employees here, and the employers they need employees. So they are just increasing the salaries to make the other people to be interested to work. So increasing salaries, again, it means that higher producer prices, and these higher producer prices, who is going to pay these higher producer prices? Me, you, and we are as a final users. So again, the prices are increasing. So at the same time, inflation is increasing, and we cannot have a good enough supply. So it cows step by step, and at the same time, you see that the energy price, the oil price today reached this is the oil price. See here, the oil price is reaching its highest level since last 7 years. So these oil price also increasing the inflation. So at these are together. Just look at the if when I'm talking about the stock market, just yeah, the future is decreasing right now. It is falling in the past hours. But let's see what happened in 2020 and 2021. So let's go here. This is since 2020, 2019 and 2020. This is in the past 1 or 2 hours, 2 years. See what happened if the people after this is after a crisis. If the people after crisis they invested the stock here, that was the income. So this income with this higher oil prices that is increasing, which is increasing the inflation, all of them together, they cause. I mean, the people they have money, as I told in a labor market. We have a shortage in the labor market. While we have a shortage in the labor market, at the same time we have a shortage in the supply and demand chain. So we do not have enough supply. While we have a people that they have a money and they need something, they need the product. So demand is increasing, as we saw in the last week's retail sales data. What does it mean? It means that we are really in a trouble and we are getting close to really to the stagflation. And this stagflation is something that we should take it seriously. This problem is going to be hard. Is going to hit the market when if at this time if the Federal Reserve starts to its hawkish plans, this it can hit the market, and so that's the reason that we may need to wait for some more fall in the stock markets during the next 1 or 2 3 months. Between the 2 to 3 months, we should see the bears in the market. We should see the downside risk in the market. Why? Because at the same time that we have these problems and these issues, Federal Reserve is supposed to start going to the so should start the, let's see here the chart of the S&P 500. Let's go to the S&P 500. Federal Reserve is supposed to start its hawkish policies. Already we know that the tapering going to start late in maximum in December. So we have a tapering in December. So the market already they priced in. But right now the conversation about the rate hikes, when the rate hikes happens, with this inflation, with this energy price, rate hikes should happen somewhere in the first half of 2022. So if it happens, again we will have the problem in a supply problem. The supply chain will face more issue. Just add all this information. I'll just add this today early morning today. The market started with the negative data from China. We had the Chinese GDP earlier today, while we were expecting to see the 5.2% increase in the third quarter. You see what happened. The all increase that we have, it was 4.9%. So with the 4.9% increase in the third quarter of China's GDP numbers, the market is getting a little bit more worried about how economy is going to increase in the next month. So we have we have these problems, we have these worries in the market that the economy is not increasing enough. It's like the economic growth is much slower than earlier expected. At the same time, inflation is increasing, and we had also today inflation numbers from New Zealand. The New Zealand inflation is 2.2% just in third quarter. I mean, it's like and it's like in a yearly base, it increased 4.9% inflation in the third quarter in New Zealand. It is crazy. So these numbers totally are together. All these numbers together, they're telling us that we should really be worried about the stock market. We should really be worried about the financial market and what is going to happen. These numbers together were telling us that stock inflation is something serious, and we need to talk about that. We need to talk more about that and see what's going on. And I have to wait and see what will be the Federal Reserve reaction to this data. This is the general idea that you need to know about the market to start the week. With this mind, start your week. Tomorrow morning, I will update with the more data with you. Just let's the week start and let's see what is going on in the market. Tomorrow we'll have. Tomorrow we will have the this week actually same as the last week. Still we will have the too many earnings reports. Tomorrow's earnings report, the most important earnings tomorrow will be the Jason & Jason, Netflix, and Philip Morris. They will be the most important companies that tomorrow we will have. Tomorrow we'll have their reports. This is the general idea of tomorrow. This is the general idea of what is going on in our market and what we need to know. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your idea. Comment, write your ideas in the comments under this video, and see you guys tomorrow morning. Right?